I guess happy Christmas Eve uh, to everybody that's here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say there's a lot of people who are getting ready for their own Christmases right now. So, yeah, I wonder how many people we'll see at the event tonight. Um, as is usually the case, we're going to be announcing this week's quest winner. And for anybody who's not aware, we've been saying up until now that it was a free quest every week till Christmas. Well, just to be clear, it's actually till the end of the year. So we have another one next week on New Year's Eve, in fact, right? The next Space Makers. Um, yeah, I'll kick off with the usual rigmarole, right? Let's do the ritual. So many of you are probably already aware, but let me just highlight that behind me here is the Banter website that you can get to at bantervr.com. And on there, you can find loads of information about how to build things in Banter. Uh, Particularly, you would want to check out the top right in the menu. You've got two options there: the documentation, which is where you've got all the information you can find to build in here, and also as well the Discord link. Right, we've got I think nearly 6,000 people in the Banter Discord now, which is incredible. Uh, so there's a really vibrant community of Banter users, creators, everything, and there's a lot of conversation, a lot of collaboration on building worlds in there, right? And you can always ping me and ask me a direct question if you want about anything to do with how to build stuff, right? There's also an ideas section, a support section, and a bug section if you have any info that you want to submit. And I guess there's one other link up here in the top right that's also quite useful if you're starting out, and that's the make a space link, right? So that takes you through sort of 3 steps to go from zero to having your own space that you can edit and start making changes to. So yeah, that's pretty much making spaces here in Banter. Things are going to evolve fairly soon, and we're working on a whole new system to make it even more possible to build games in Banter. We've done a lot of updates, in fact, this week. Some of those have been towards that effort. One of those updates includes synced objects, which is technically live in the client. We're just trying to work on some samples and yeah, just trying to make sure that everything is kind of working out smoothly there. And we're going to share that with you as well. We've been most recently working on a pool game, right? A pool game you can have with your friends. Very simple example of synced objects that can be used to play a game. So yeah, we're really looking forward to a lot of the new things that the new SDK is going to bring for us. But we're always going to have support for the existing SDK as well. So anything you've built to date or will build in the future will always continue to work here on Banter. And if it doesn't, you let us know. That's a bug and we'll get that fixed. Um, yeah, so usually how we do this is we kind of have a Q&A session, right? So specifically, this event is for questions around how do you build worlds, what do you do? Normally, we'd also have an AMA, an Ask Me Anything event before this, but we've actually postponed that for this week. So I'm expecting maybe some questions in general. If there's anybody here who's new or who hasn't asked a question before. But yeah, I guess that's probably a good opportunity to open up to that. What I'll do before I do that is maybe I'll just give a quick wave to our cameraman Shoseki. Everybody turn around and face whatever random direction you think he might be in. But he's here, he's watching us. His avatar's just over there.
Everybody needs to say hi, Shizeki.
Hi, Shizeki.
Hi,
Yeah.
Shizeki.
Hi,
Oh no, his
Shizeki.
avatar disappeared.
Hello, world.
Honestly, I have it on good authority that he loves it when we do that.
Nice.
So yeah. So yeah, obviously a lot of you guys have been working towards the Bantathon, which is a competition we've got ongoing at the minute to build worlds in Banter. It's kind of an annual tradition. We had the same thing last year at Christmas time, and I think we'll just do this every year, right? We'll always have a bit of a fun hackathon at Christmas that you can kind of sink your teeth into. And yeah, enjoy over the Christmas period. So I know a lot of you have been showing your worlds at the Space Hopper events. I've seen the videos. Things look crazy. You guys are doing some awesome stuff. It looks like we're going to have a whole plethora of new worlds for people to explore
Sorry.
in the new year. Hey, Kalama, good to see you too. Uh, but yeah, maybe we'll open up to the floor, right? If anybody's been working on stuff over the last few weeks and has any questions they've been holding up, I'll be more than happy to answer them. If you want to ask a question, you can make your way to the yellow square here, right in front of me, and yeah, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I'm not sure. Do we even have a second instance? It looks like we don't. So I think we're all in here. Could be that we have no questions. Oh boy. Okay, well,
Uh-oh.
that's fine. We can always have a couple minutes of really awkward silence, and then we can eventually move on to a world hop. I mean, I get it. I don't see anybody here I don't recognize. So, okay, Dead Zed, you're gonna save us from the awkward silence. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll save you. Is there a plan within the glitch project where players can move their hands and push themselves in a direction?
Like
So you
swimming.
can push your hands up and you can.
Oh, he's
We
crashed.
lost him.
Oh.
No,
He's
we
gone.
lost him.
Oh, no.
No, our savior.
Oh,
He put the
no.
dead in Dead Zed, didn't he?
Still gone. Try
Oh
back.
boy. Let's hold fire. What do you think you wanted to know? Whether you could swim?
Yeah, let's go for that one. That sounds good.
Yeah, push
Could you
yourself in a
can you
direction.
swim
Yeah.
backwards
He's back. He's
while
back.
There
moving
we go.
forwards? Here we go.
Talk to us, Dead.
That
Uh, uh, it's like watching
Okay,
episode of
hey,
Police Academy.
in the yeah.
we go
Swimming.
Yeah, swimming.
Swimming. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. So there was potentially something that we're working on that could lend itself to this. There's some fly mechanics, right, that we're working on that will allow people to basically be able to fly in different ways in the game, which will include being able to flap your arms and being able to take off, right, which is
Yeah.
possibly adaptable with gravity in ways to make that work like swimming.
Yeah.
Being able to glide, being able to soar through the air, dive. There's also another mechanic that we're looking at too, which involves, basically flying like Superman. You put your fists in front of you and you just boom and fly forward
Oh,
like
yes.
That's
crazy.
cool.
So,
Yeah.
what's interesting is that usually you end up looking at the existing mechanics that are in the game and combining them with different things. Like people use gravity, and they're now using the new gorilla mode, and in the future you'll be able to. In fact, you can already attach your avatar to an object, and then use your avatar's data and your controller information to create an entirely new locomotion system. So in theory, you could actually make anything you want. You could make something that flips the person upside down and does full zero G like Echo VR. You could make an advanced underwater swimming mechanic, including a surface element to it as well. I mean, I definitely think what we want for people to be able to do is kind of strip things back to their bare minimum and be able to potentially build it back up that way in almost whatever way they want. Like to be able to white label the experience. Do you know what I mean in that sense? But yeah, maybe the fly mechanic could be something that could work, or maybe there could be another thing down the line that we could also look at implementing. But the flying stuff is something that we're actively working on. We're working with a third party on that, so it's something that should come already refined off the shelf. So that's really good.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you, Ded. Okay, thank you for kicking it off. Now another couple of minutes of awkward silence. Kage, go ahead.
Wow. So I have a
Accept your
basics
friend request.
question.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Oh, look at that. So this is a question about, I guess, the space in general. It's probably been answered a million times before. Um, where do we figure out, or at least what are the portals behind you? Because I came in here before with my brother who's trying to make some maps, and we went in because we were interested in looking at some of the information that was written on top. But when we go inside, it was just like Borderlands. Like what is the aesthetic going on here? What are those portals for?
Gotcha. So on the website, in the docs section, I'm trying to think of the exact path to get to it. I think it's just below the page line here, but there's SDK examples. And if you click into that, it has a bunch of listed out examples that show you how to do various different things with the existing SDK. Each one of these portals actually goes to the world that is that example. So yeah, that could probably be a bit more clear. But if you have this page open on the website and then that list of worlds, maybe it might make a little bit more sense. And from there, you can see how to easily inspect that example to see what's going on, to make a copy of it if you want to start to play with some of the stuff. Usually it'll be a fairly simple, isolated, small example on glitch that you can view and access and remix and yeah, everything. All of these worlds and most of the worlds actually on Banter are open source in that they're on glitch, and you can just go there and remix them. When you visit the Make a Space link at the top, you can pick from any one of our 4 flagship worlds to remix. I don't think we've got the new island space up there yet, but you've got the Slipstream, the Winter Sport Resort, Backrooms, even if that's something you want, and you can start with that as a base and build your own space. But I guess all of these examples, all of these portals are intended to be the same, to just be a base place where you can maybe go and find an example of how something works.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, couple more minutes of silence. Wow, that is an amazing name tag you've got there, sir. Ghost Droid. Is it Ghost Droid? That is an amazing name tag. I love it.
Yeah, I just added it last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
you
I
need to shrink
cannot
that a
even
bit.
see
Massive.
the top of it.
It's colossal.
You notice he's gone with the
enormous.
Twitch
It is
meta
a
right there with the black bar. I like it.
It's the size of a building.
I literally thought you were holding a snowboard.
Oh, that's great. Banklisher, you're on the block. I'm going to assume you've got a question. Go ahead.
Yes, I do. So recently, when I notice when I'm building my worlds, I've been experiencing like extreme like frame rate drop at certain area. So I actually what I did is I actually took my space that lag at that exact spot. So another example is Crystal Lake. His version of it, if you go up to the like the video player panel, you would also get that extreme like frame rate drop. So I'm just wondering what is causing that and how to get that fixed.
Yeah, it's a good question. It's kind of the ultimate question, I guess. Um, there's no real easy answer to a question like that. It could be any number of things that can cause that kind of lag, right? I remember one time we were building in the Slipstream Island, and yeah, we had the same thing when the car was taking off. You would just start off, and about 4 or 5 meters into the journey, the frame rate would tank. You'd be talking less than 10 frames. It turned out in our case, it was using complex mesh colliders as trigger colliders, right? So that's potentially something that could cause that in your world, something that's invisible, hard to see. As regards the Crystal Lake that Nistix has, to be honest, I'm not sure. In the example, hard to lake, that was kind of very much copies of it left, right, and center. So it's hard to say, but Nistix may have had one that was very much a build in progress, depending on when he would have remixed the
Okay.
island. So there
Well,
could absolutely be something strange going on with the screen
yeah.
or
Well,
the
to my
panel.
knowledge, he updated it to the latest one because the panel has like the new style of the control.
Right.
But then I think it only happens in his version, but not the actual version. So I didn't know why it's doing that.
I mean, if that's the case, I would probably look at what are the differences there between those versions, because there's a few extra bits I think Mystics has added in there.
Right.
So there might be something in there. That's the first place I would look to. I would look at trying to, as a troubleshooting step, trying to disable things and looking and seeing if you can, a process of elimination is often kind of your
Okay.
best friend. In the future, this is going to be a whole lot easier with SDK v2 because you'll be able to inspect your world inside of Unity by just clicking on the play button in Unity, right? That's something that we're building with the new SDK. So you'll be able to click your way through, with all of the editor tools at runtime at your disposal to be able to try and see exactly what is in the scene hierarchy. How is your space loading up? In the meantime, if you want to throw us a link, we can try and investigate that ourselves and see if we can shed any light on it. More than happy to take a look and see if there's anything obvious that we can see.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, whenever you guys are available, I would love for you guys to take a look.
Yeah, just ping me a link anytime you like.
Okay, sweet. Well, thank you very much, Shane.
Cheers, Vanquish. Vanquish 3R has entered the space. Okay, so yeah, who's next? Anybody? Go ahead. You can step up to the block if you've got a question, anything at all. I'll give you a few moments there. Oh,
Shay,
Echo Shade.
can I type the question on Discord for you? My English is really bad, so I rather type for you.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I'll see you in the general
Just a
chat.
second, I will type it up. Just a second.
Yeah, no problem at all.
It's there. I tagged you.
Okay, let me check that now. Oh, Space Makers, my apologies. Interesting. So I'll just read the question for everybody else. Will we have complex systems in the future like experience, life, driving vehicles, etc.? Did I get that correct? Awesome.
That's
Yeah, I
perfect.
mean that's a great question. I guess my gut reaction to some of those things is that it might be a bit opinionated for us to potentially build those at the platform level, but maybe not. I mean, I guess it depends on how many people would like to kind of use those sorts of features. I think driving vehicles is definitely the one that I'm interested in there, or piloting, let's say, of any kind of form. That's something I think I'm really interested in, and something I want to prototype as we build out SDK V2 is some examples that have things like driving cars, flying planes, boats. Who knows, right? We can start to kind of experiment with lots of different things in that regard. As regards experience and life, I assume that you mean sort of, typical sort of experience points that you might earn that might, improve your standing or allow you to, you almost gamify your experience. It's an interesting one. It's definitely one that I'd like to explore further. I'm not 100% sure exactly how it could work or how much interest in general there would be from people. Um, I think potentially that could be the sort of thing that would work a lot better with actual individual spaces, right? Or possibly a series of spaces. Like, for instance, today we worked, me and Ramarcus worked on the tush push and added in a leaderboard. Which works
Nice.
just like the winter sport resort, right? So if anybody's interested, when you're in there, at least you can get your name up and your time up in front of everybody else. You don't have to prove it with a screenshot, right? But yeah, I mean, I think that sort of stuff is kind of perfect for this, right? If you're scoring well regularly on Tush Push, then maybe you earn some sort of regular benefit in that world that then, allows you access to some sort of VIP area or gives you some sort of VIP parrot that sits on top of your head. Who knows, right? There's loads of different little ways that you could do that. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely open to maybe seeing if there's a way for us to support that sort of thing, to allow people to provide those kinds of benefits to people who really interact more with their spaces. Uh, on a more sustainable note, let's say, something I am interested in is looking at ways for people to integrate the likes of, let's say, Patreon and other platforms to be able to link Patreon to their space and let users potentially get benefits in their space if they're subscribed on their Patreon, right? I like platforms that kind of promote artists and try to help artists get support and do it in a way that drives sort of community around what they're doing, right? I think that's more crowdfunding, crowdsourced, monetary than maybe just an experience system, let's say. But I think potentially, earning that benefit, let's say, whether that's through a subscription or through just being an active community member or both, right? But having that sort of almost permanent benefit attached to your account so that you get that extra benefit in world. It's definitely something I'm open to exploring. No crypto though. Just gonna put that out there. No crypto. I mean, you guys can do crypto. Banter's a browser. We're not gonna block anything or stop you from doing stuff, but we won't do crypto. Not at the top level. That's probably something that would be pretty tough to convince us to adopt. But yeah, thank you for that question.
Boing.
We got our boy Static.
Yeah. I just was going to hop on that and say, we need a calorie counter. All that work we're doing here and climbing and burning, I find myself sweating, and I feel like I'm burning a lot of calories. Man, that'd be awesome.
It's funny you say that. A lot of the people who work for us at SideQuest used to work at a company called YUR, right? I don't know if any of you are familiar with YUR, but it's a calorie tracking facility for your quest. Uh, they are in the midst of trying to do something weird in terms of a patent that they've established when it comes to using motion tracking in a way that has never been done before, right? Using your controllers and your head tracking to be able to determine those kinds of health benefits. So maybe we should talk to them and see if there's an option to possibly license that technology from them. But yeah, a lot of their staff now work with us as well, right? We're all kind of closely connected from the early days of VR and Beat Saber on Quest and modding and all of that sort of taking off. So yeah, that's
right
that's
on.
an interesting one.
I'd like to see
tracker.
it.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Cheers, Static. Oh, I can't get you. There we go. Okay, yeah, so anybody else who'd like to ask a question, go ahead. You can just stand up on the yellow block, and I'll be more than happy to answer your question. Okay, gonna give that a couple of moments of awkward silence again, while I just do something else really quickly.
Hungry Nico.
Okay. Let's see. Komodos, how are you doing? You're sitting over there on top of Bob.
Oh, doing pretty good. I didn't even notice.
So, yeah, normally what we do is, or what we've been doing for the last couple of weeks with the Quest 3 giveaways is we've been picking a winner at some point during the week. You know, anybody's online, you get the chance of winning. And then we've been announcing the winner at the end of the week. And that's been, honestly, a lot of fun. This is the last week that we'll be doing that. Next week, we're going to be picking a member from our community who's been particularly active and engaged, as is tradition with this giveaway, has been this whole way along. But I thought it would be fun this week to wait until the very last moment to pick a person. And Komodos, there was a reason I just mentioned to you, was because congratulations, you have been selected. And you've just won a Quest 3.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Yes, sir. GG.
Nice work.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Congratulations. So
Thank you so
our boy
much.
Bob, who's jumping around all excited, maybe he's muted and actually saying stuff, but he'll be in touch to arrange that for you. I don't know if that'll happen in the near term or if it'll happen in the new year at this stage, but he'll be in touch afterwards anyway. Likely on Discord if you're already there, but if not, through the SideQuest
very
website.
soon. Yeah, very soon. There'll be no hold up on this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorted out.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, I'm just going to make a note of that. Just in case we can't find you later. Okay, so yeah.
I got a screenshot
Let's
real
see.
good as well.
Cheers, Bob. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. We'll maybe just do another quick round here and see if anybody has any questions, anything they'd like to ask. Go ahead and step up on the yellow block. And if not, what we might do is jump into an impromptu space hoppers, right? And we'll see. I think most of us, there's 34 of us here tonight, right? So
Nice.
maybe
I'm
it'll
gonna
be a
pull
bit easier for us
everybody
to.
into instant 0 before we jump, so I'm sure it won't hurt if we do jump.
Thank you. What you could also do is just take a moment to wave at our cameraman Shoseki again. He is here somewhere.
Shoseki!
And maybe Bob, if you could possibly share with him the URLs as we're going, that'll make it easy for him to follow along. So anybody watching on the stream can see the worlds we're going to as well.
Shozeki's just
and,
right there. Right
There.
Oh yeah,
Hi, Mom.
let's all get on the stream. Let's everybody get here and wave. Let's do it.
Hi, Shozeki.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Oh God. Imagine he's not there and
Where
Bob's
were
just trolling y'all.
Yeah. The ultimate
Oh
prank.
God. That's brilliant. Okay, well look, we've got a lot of creators here. A lot of you may have already been showing your worlds at the Space Hoppers event, but I'll put it out to the floor if anybody wants to go ahead. Let's use the yellow cube, right? If you'd like us to start off looking at your world, go ahead, take throw a portal on the yellow cube for us. Don't be shy. I
Yeah,
know a
I'm
lot of
doing
you
it,
guys are
Shane,
building
don't
cool
worry.
worlds. Ah, brilliant. There we go. The aquarium. Oh, I saw your message, by the way. I need to put those on the
Yep.
CDN. Apologies.
Don't worry, dude. Take
Look
your
at all
time.
these people exploding.
Yeah.
Man,
You can do it. You can do it. Come on.
no, I'm not. I'm
I
stuck
put
in the
another-
ground.
Oh shit! I'll get another one then.
Hang on. I can't
No, you're
move.
fine. There we go. There's one on the floor.
Hang on.
The Twilight Zone, or the Mesopelagic. From now on, we are in the deep sea. And already, at just below 200 meters, survival is more of a challenge. There is not enough light for
BOBWORKS has joined the space. Lisa has joined the space.
source is a steady shower of fecal pellets and dead material. Organic particles called marine snow gently sinking from the bustling world of sunlight up above. The presence of this marine snow gives rise to a unique niche that animals can exploit, and the great expanse of gloom brings forth the weird.
You can see ghosts,
I
but
was trying
droid
to
is
climb
in
on
your
the
bottle.
camera.
Many of these
Yeah, I made
treasures
sure you
are
can.
gelatinous zoo
Come on.
plants,
Yeah, she beat
Well,
me
if
on
you
that
want
one.
to keep working on it and
swept
ask
by
me,
deep
I'll
currents and unable to move against
can
them.
take a photo of it and send it to you.
It's Maxie.
I think it's a
A
good idea
host
to put
of
your world at
delicate
72
nomads
frames because it's so stable.
drifting
It's not.
through the
It's
expanse.
at 120.
Ride the bubbles.
No, it says 72. Max out at 72.
Yeah, maybe I just maybe once I get the new asset bundles, then I should be fine.
No, it,
Oh my God. There's the dead body down there. Down deep under
It's
the
fine.
water.
Don't worry, it's
Oh,
fine.
Wait, what?
What dead body?
Ignore that.
The gossamer worm, or Tomopteris, is a segmented worm belonging to a group called polychaetes,
No, no one talks about
meaning
dead
many
body.
bristles.
No.
And unlike its cousin, the earthworm, it moves
I like
not
the way
through
the render
sediment,
of your
but
avatar
through the
cuts
open
the
ocean.
afro off. Your hair is just literally.
Oh, if it
It
goes
undulates
2D,
its bristles
yeah.
like the paddles of
Yeah.
a canoe in order to swim. And
More than
after
half
it's
of
fed, the gut within its transparent
I
body
haven't seen that, but I've
reveals
been
the
told.
colour of its last meal.
I like that it makes me
But
incognito though,
this can blow their cover,
because people can't see my
since
name
many
and
of
I'm
the
not
animals
2D.
it eats are bioluminescent, creating light through a series of
It
chemical
literally just said I
reactions.
joined the space.
There are others
was that?
that have found creative
fish is
ways to
that?
overcome
I
this
just
Oh,
challenge.
Ghost Droid.
Join the space.
Last two things
Yeah.
what I did from meeting last space hoppers was now there's a blue
The
whale
bloody
up
belly
there
cone jelly
and the jellyfish are now
undulates its
particle effect.
hair-like cilia to attract prey.
And
Actually,
reflecting
I've seen the
light
jellyfish.
to cast a rainbow shimmer.
There,
It takes on a deep red colour to blend in, since the wavelengths of
What is
red
it?
light
Send it
do
to me
not
again,
reach
Max.
the deep sea. So, astonishingly,
I'm not lazy, I
adopting
promise,
a red
Tony.
coloration conceals the
Ooh,
stomach
Banter Psycho
and
Chappy.
filters out any light being emitted by the
That's
prey
right.
within while they're digested.
Chappy wanna live?
So,
Also Arman. There's also a bit of Arman here.
not the best,
like
but I
custom
just
colours.
fixed
No.
it. Shit.
Yeah,
All
no, it's
custom.
a brilliant
It's
start.
all custom.
Yes.
What are you gonna do,
Just
Maxie?
look at them YouTube videos
You
we
gonna have a
followed and
custom
they
avatar?
tell you how to make them move randomly.
Yeah.
Definitely YouTube videos just to
That's right.
tweak them that bit.
There are relatives of snails here too,
Cheer on.
like
Wait,
back spin.
Cardiopoda
Tell you what.
placenta,
cheer
a
on.
rare pelagic
You guys are
gastropod,
Can't get back.
Cheer on.
That's why I haven't disabled
Chappy
teleport.
gonna live.
and
You
another
like the
species,
Yeah,
Carinaria
Ani-
japonica,
animations?
I can't get up any other way.
seems to prefer swimming
Gee.
upside
Right,
down.
you're going to be
Yo,
on screen in a
Landy.
second.
Yolandi.
Once this
Oh, I'm
settles.
on megaphone.
Thank you, sir. Look, there you go.
See if I can
Oh,
fucking
there's
wall
my
up.
outro.
Ninja.
Oh. What's this?
This is the sub.
on the
This sub
submarine.
that has a camera on it.
Sci-fi
you come up
films
here,
that's
related
cool.
to jellyfish are not
Jappy.
one organism, but many.
You briefly get
They are
yourself
drifting
Jappy
colonies
on
of
the
tiny
sub.
animals called
Lisa has
zooids
joined
that
the
work
space.
together and partition biological functions between different structures.
Chappy's on the sub.
Nectophores act as swimming bells,
You
assisting
gotta have it when
evolution
he's
in
all
much
decked
same
out with the
way as
gold
the umbrella
chains,
of
you
a
know, he joins the
jellyfish.
gang.
Shiseki's in
metaphors
the
help with
space.
buoyancy.
Sorry, Shiseki.
And at the
Oh,
far end,
oh, we love you,
gastrophones
Peter.
got
dangle
some.
tentacles lined with stinging
Straight in
cells.
there.
I've got
Give it a
some.
wiggle.
Yeah.
Give it a wiggle for a
Yeah,
little bit.
I know, I do it regularly.
Give it a
It's
give it a
it's
nice
just
wiggle.
time it needs doing again because I
Colonial way
keep
of
spinning
life
around.
is that of
You did?
multicellular organisms.
No.
With
It comes free with the
seeming
headset.
homologous to
The
organs,
Quest 3.
but it
Yeah,
gives
so
specific
when you get the
organs
Quest
a
3, it'll
unique
come with the.
advantage.
It'll
Okay.
come with it.
In
So
most
don't buy it.
animals,
Yeah.
damage to one organ
Yeah.
or physical
my name
structure
There you go.
can be fatal. But if individual zooids become damaged,
Is the right
it's less
size?
likely to
It's still
affect the
messed up.
entire colony.
There you go.
They
Yeah.
It's fine.
repeatedly clone themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
and
fine.
can
It's
become
good.
I just
Yeah,
took
it's
si-
good.
I just took size completely out of it. Just
Yeah,
let it
that's
go
what you
to
should
the
do
wall.
because then it auto sizes, so you can just
Yeah.
make it whatever length you want. And that's how Maxie's got that crazy one that he's got. Is it just auto?
I was walking around
sizes
last
it.
night.
This
Nobody
siphonophore,
mentioned it.
belonging to the genus
Right,
Aphrameae,
it was like the
thought
size
by
of a
scientists
building,
to
it
be the
was
longest
crazy.
animal that has ever been
I've got the loop the
observed.
blue whale.
Rough calculations, based on the position of the ROV, suggest that it reached 50 meters in length.
And
Have you
then
put him on a
even the
spline?
videos have shown so far.
Longer.
Yeah, he's on a
When you're
spline. He's
changing
Wow.
just not
your
looped.
afro is
That'll get
so
fixed.
big.
Don't worry.
Did you
I'm on it.
Did you get the information I sent you? Oh, you figured it out before then, didn't you? It's
I
on
figured
that
out
one
before then.
section.
Many
Yeah.
tunicates are also
Yeah.
capable
It was a
of
stupid place to put it, but that
maritime
works. I want to be able to put a loop on a trigger. So you press the trigger and then it starts moving on. You need to figure that one out.
63, and it was meant to be on like
You know, I do that all the
60.
time. I accidentally knocked the IPD out
meaning
of.
they are permanent members of the
I would
planet.
love
Yeah, I got it on 62. It's supposed to be.
So you
Shane
can
just figured out your
No,
whale's broke.
Yeah, don't worry.
Neuroplankton, on the
works.
other hand,
To me,
are only
big-
planktonic temporarily.
Oh, that
and
one
are
over there,
typically
that
the
one's
larval
not
stages
working.
Yeah,
of
that one.
fish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Species
But
he's
there's
with
another
the
one
loop.
that
adult
just.
stages of their life cycles in the benthos,
Where's
far
Maxie?
below.
Yes, Maxie. Yes,
Like
custom
mollusks.
avatars around. This is a custom.
Crustaceans and
This is a custom
echinoderms.
right here, straight up.
It's actually really
who will one
detailed,
day
isn't it?
settle on the seafloor.
It is. It's more detailed than the Ready Player Me ones. Although I might have a reflective shader next month. Oh. We'll see. Because it would be better
For
if
some
it was shiny,
animals,
right?
the
That would
reverse
be
is
much
true.
better.
No,
But
it
it's
looks
the
really
larval
good.
stage that
Not
sets
being
the
shiny, to be honest,
The
but
life
I
cycle of
suppose
many
it'd
jellyfish
be good to see it
begins with
shiny.
a
It'd be good to see it shiny, see what it
polyp.
looks
Yeah,
like.
it's
Planula
got the
larvae
shine sort of
settle
baked
and
into
develop
the
into a
texture.
stiff
That's,
stone.
Yeah.
It looks shiny even
Before
without looking
asexually
shiny, but
reproducing to create a
it'd be
stack
nice
of
if it was
developing
shiny.
juvenile
Like the
medusa
guest
called a
spot
strobila.
sort of shiny.
These juveniles bud.
Yeah, it'd be good if we
off
can
one by
fly
one
and have custom
and
avatars, so you
develop into
can have a
pelagic
flying
adult
game where
forms of
everybody comes in as a bird. So it changes everybody straight to a bird, so they're all flying like that. Or
Yeah.
something, or a dragon, or something like that. Everybody's a dragon. Or
And
So
the midwaters
customs right now are
full
just
of
in
them.
beta,
But since the
but
seafloor
yes,
is
we're
so
letting
far
anybody who
away,
hosts
many
events or who
jellyfish here
submits as
lack
part of the
polyp stage
Bantathon
altogether and
have
complete their
a custom
entire life
avatar
cycles in the
right
water
away. So there's some info in the Space Makers channel in the pins on how to get an avatar, to get a template, what are the limits and restrictions, blah blah blah. But you can make one, and if you've got it ready, we can put it on your account.
Some host the young larvae within their bell as they develop.
I best enter some of my worlds now. I keep building, I'm not going to enter them. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This one's done.
Yeah.
All I've got to do is fix the well, and that's it. This
The
one's
dinner
submitted,
plate
then
jelly
I've got to work
swims
on
with its
Greg's,
tentacles
and then a new
extended
one.
forward.
This is nice.
Just
This
one
is really
thing,
cool.
A technique
which
that allows
So,
them to stealthily
me
sneak up
OCD
on
is
larger prey
gets the
without
better of us.
startling them
Did you
with
know
large
your
water
cuttlefish are swimming backwards?
He should be fixed.
Remember, in
I
order for
fixed
the
that.
sea,
He
the
should be
lights of an
swimming forward
ROV
now.
are illuminating the animals and the
With
surrounding
tentacles
waters.
forwards.
So it's
They
hard
swim
to
tentacles
imagine just how
first.
difficult
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
would
he's
be.
swimming
he
backwards for
sent me a
me.
message and all that. I was hearing everyone just going, "They're swimming the wrong way." I just went, "What? My AI was
have you
wrong."
cleared cache
And then
and
I just go,
rejoined?
"No, spleen."
Because we might be running on yesterday's version.
No,
Oh,
this
yeah,
ain't
possibly.
the test world, Pony. This ain't the test world.
It's
This
it.
is the public
It's in the test
version.
world.
There
Right,
are
okay,
also
right, fine then.
active
Different world.
swimmers.
Okay.
Nekton rather than plankton.
Okay, should we
And a
jump to
great
another
number of
world?
them
Who's got
are
another world we'd
cephalopods.
like to? Maybe I'll
The
do a
squid,
microphone wait on.
octopus,
Anybody got another
include
world
fish.
we'd like to go to? I know Helen has one that she's reluctant
The
to show us
largest
because she
and
doesn't
most
like us,
intelligent of the
and
ocean's
she
animals.
thinks that
Yeah,
we
hate her.
deserve to
Doesn't
have
want us
Christmas.
to see it.
Helen is going to take Christmas away
They
from
are
us, right,
mollusks,
Helen?
Get her
related
knees.
to snails and
Take her knees.
bivalves.
I am
But their basic body
Krampus.
structures are modified and specialized to make the most of
I'll feed you to the
the
shark. I have a nice,
Okay,
nice great
Helen's
hammer
going to
head.
show
I'll
us
chuck you in there.
Whale has become streamlined.
show us her world, but a
And a
caveat: she
modified
thinks that
foot
the frame rate might be a
serves as
bit
a
choppy
set
because she's got loads of cool avatar dolls.
A bit
in there.
chappy.
But she's a bit chappy.
Yeah, a bit chappy.
But yeah, there's a portal up here if anyone wants to join.
Any good food?
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe.
At 650 meters down,
I might
we
go feed
find
family
an octopus
here,
that is almost
later today and
entirely
then tomorrow.
see-through.
So we'll see if
This
there
is a glass
Oh, it's the
octopus,
toy place. This is
and
Helen's
it's
world?
around 40
Oh, it's going.
centimeters long. The eyes are one of only a few structures visible within its glass-like mantle. The glass squid, with its bulging eyes, has also developed a body that is transparent. Most of the time. When it suits them, they change the color of their skin and fill their mantle with ink to turn deep red. Their ink also contains ammonia, which is lighter than
No, it doesn't seem like that.
Shane's doing
Seems
this.
like everybody gets their own version.
Yeah, but it's not following.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there's no follower.
Although I've
Yeah.
seen people
now.
pushing into the ones that are in MySpace, then
Yes,
so they can affect
people have
the-
their. Yeah, we have a new sync system. We're
Do they
working on, so.
respawn after a while? Back to the same space? Or...
Oh, this
I haven't
one's
been in
stuck.
it for long
Oh
enough
no, that's
or something.
actually you, Bob. That's
Oh
legit you.
no! Whoa! No way! Whoa! It's cake. Whoa! I'm cake. I'm actually cake.
Nice. Right, should
I'm
we
gonna put
check out
Geo
another
on the
world?
track.
Anybody got another portal they'd like to drop? Pony, you're always working on something cool. What have you got for us?
Oh, we can go
Okay.
to the back to the distractor globe as we went to yesterday.
Is there
Awesome.
cake there?
There's no cake there.
is a lie.
Most of
Holy
it
moly,
works.
that's a lot of people going to a portal. That's amazing watching. This just empties out.
I wouldn't worry
Oh,
then.
no, I feel like I'm stuck here now.
You
Oh,
won't
no,
be, you'll
oh,
bounce
no.
up eventually.
Going up.
Vanquish 3 are.
Just walk forward. See the time.
So we take it together? I'm not clanning up or anything.
Of course.
Oh, I see. I see how it works. What's that?
Maybe a dance challenge?
Oh, can you teleport up onto
I've
that?
seen people get up there, but I don't know how they did it.
They must teleport onto it.
It's supposed to come down, but I'm no good at triggers. I'm still learning how to do triggers.
Oh, Push Pony! Whoa!
You come prepared?
Prepared?
What kind of haptics you rocking? Got the gloves and full visor or full body? Can you feel this?
Yeah. I got the X1 haptic boot suit with the microphone and crotch and
Hi, Parzival. You did come prepared.
So,
Oh, I can't make it.
I've been thinking, maybe it'd be cool if we met up in the real world.
Nah, you'd be disappointed.
No, I wouldn't. I like you.
You don't even know me. This isn't what I really look like. This isn't my real body.
Hello, Red Spin.
I don't care. I want to know your real name.
So we can't spiderweb, but we're allowed to teleport. Where's the?
Ooh, my legs. That was.
name's Wade. I said my name's Chris. Well, Buckaroo blows it. Shocking.
Oh no, Anders got me.
Tell anyone who you are. You can't use your real name.
You're not just anyone.
You don't know me. You don't
Yeah,
know anything
on the way
I've
down.
got to learn how to do
Yeah.
triggers yet. Tucker's going to show me because
I'm in love with you.
Mhm.
I
What kind of triggers? Do you mean
well,
like?
that platform's on an animation. It's got animator attached to it, but I'm struggling to make the Banter trigger.
Where the hell on go?
work.
Right?
I don't know how to do that yet.
What the hell is
Still
going on
learning
with
that.
on
Because it should come down and float in the middle.
Ben?
I meant to send
Okay.
you
Do you know
screenshots
what you
of
should
what mine
do,
looks like.
Pony?
Yes.
You should get it to go over to the side and then to just tip over. Just
Not
empty
working.
people off of it. out of the space.
It was initially supposed to come down to be the dance floor stroke karaoke floor, but I've animated it. I've got an animator attached to it, but I can't figure out how to make a trigger work yet. That's something else I've got to learn. I don't know how to do that yet.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Mm,
happy to show you anytime if you want to go into Discord or whatever. You can share any screen
No.
and show you. It's easy enough.
yeah,
It's
yeah. 'Cause it's probably
Oh,
just
spinning
something a little
again.
bit I'm missing, but it's either that or drop
Yeah.
it on a spline so I can make it flip and do all sorts. But I don't know if I can put them on triggers as well. Could I make that work on a trigger? I don't know about.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
you can.
Anything that
Yeah,
you
the
can.
car in
that you-
the slipstream. That's all based on
That's us.
triggers, and that uses the splines as well.
Yes.
There's a
But here's-
follow animation script that's actually surprisingly useful. That you can like have an animation run, and then make any object you want follow it, and you can like lerp it as well, so it'll follow it smoothly if that's what you want. It's actually one of the first and most basic scripts we've had in the SDK, but it's surprisingly super useful.
Alan,
Yeah,
see in your
Mm.
space, did you say when
yeah,
I
it lets you
reloaded for
animate a
everyone
rigid
it
body,
worked
which is
for
really
you or it
interesting.
didn't
Static
work for
Fred
Because then
you?
has
it
joined the
affects
space. Good
physics. The follow animation
didn't
script
work for
updates
me,
the
though.
rigid body properties rather than the transform.
I think
So you
because
can
there's
have
so
it
many
follow
people
an
and there's so
animation or
many
a spline.
dogs.
And
Yeah.
it'll
But maybe
have
it
really
reload for
just-
everyone works for everyone and not
effects
me.
on it.
And then I have
That's
to.
No, because I've done it
That's why you
before when
can
there's been
stand on the
fewer
car and
people,
it kind of brings you along
and
smoothly.
it's worked for
But
everyone.
it's using a spline.
Right.
All
Mind
right.
you, I wasn't
Very
too
cool.
I'll have to learn that one because I dropped a rigid body on wherever the platform is that's floating
Yeah,
around
I
here.
think it was just because
I
there was more.
can't see
the-
my platform. No, there's one
Yeah.
floating around inside here somewhere. Well, there should be.
Oh, I
Where
see
is
it over
it?
there.
Mine's there.
Here.
You lost your platform.
No, it's there for me. I couldn't see it. Mine's over there. Can't
Yeah,
wait to
yeah,
get
I
them
see it.
all
It's
synced.
synced with me.
Well, mine's there. He's in front of it
Yeah,
though.
Ghost Droid's on it.
No, he's in front of mine. Just.
Yeah, droids where mine is. Oh well,
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's
Like
actually
when
a
you
good one
press the
for that
doorbell, it takes you
specifically, Phony.
into
If you use
Yeah.
the
the
follow
house.
animation script, it means
It
that
should
people
be
won't move
better on
around when they're in
frames
that.
because
They'll
it
just
won't
stay
have
in one position if
all
you
the
get
other
me.
stuff in that room.
Because
It
it'll
won't
be
Gotcha.
be
physics
quite big.
enabled then.
It'll just be like normal
And for your other
houses,
thing,
as
I
will
think
be
you're
in a
looking for
dog's.
the animation trigger along with the trigger event. Those are the
Probably,
two
but is
things I
there
think
stuff
you
you can
need.
do, like the
But
Right, yeah.
combine all
can
the
jump
stuff
in the
that's in
Discord
there
and see
so
if we
that
can help
it's
as well.
less
Yeah, it's going to be
costly?
definitely not tomorrow though. I've not even touched it today. I've had a day off.
perfectly
The first time in a
installed
week.
for
I've,
dogs. It's on solid
Yeah.
90.
I've
I've
literally
been
come in for this
busy all
event.
day.
Yes.
Gamer
Yeah.
has joined the space.
It is
Don't
that
really
time
know
of
what
year,
the
isn't it?
Unity stuff works like, but I remember when you
Wow.
talked about the building
The worlds
stuff
have to
and
be
everything,
totally
there's
complete to
obviously
enter in the
different
Bantathon.
giant
Because I really had to time with
and
this
you
one.
had to keep combining things.
No, I mean,
So that
not
you could-
Yeah, I
really.
get that.
I mean, we'll
So I
basically
can
take it on a
imagine there's
case-by-case
something like
basis and
that
probably
still
take
in
everything
Unity.
into account
Yeah.
Yeah.
for each
So yeah,
world,
the
right?
dogs
You know,
aren't
some people were
Unity,
worried
they're
about whether or
AFRAME.
not, making everything from scratch or using assets
Why is
or
that?
using things like Pro
But
Builder
also, if I
matters.
do
Doesn't
that,
really
then
Yeah.
matter.
they're going
It's
to be
the
smaller.
all-encompassing everything all
You could
together.
animate
You know, the
them smaller,
Yeah.
but I
helicopter
don't know if
view. I
that
think
makes
that
any
matters.
difference to
So
what sort of
in that
Yeah.
case,
So
I
when's
recommend just submit
It
things.
should
cost
be
Right?
there
because
is to
it's
them.
like
Yes.
No, there's
so
no harm
when's the
done.
deadline
it's
for
having
it?
to
So the
create
deadline
a
is,
smaller thing, isn't
Oh.
it?
let's say it's midnight
I asked this question about
UTC
my hair.
on New Year's Eve.
Because when I first did
New Year's Eve, right?
you were
Okay.
allowed to do it. I thought maybe
Well, that's
So do we just
good to
paste
know.
it
I've
in
got
the
a bit more
Bantam
time. I mean,
channel?
I've built my world, but I haven't got
make
any
a-
of the
make a
animations or
dedicated
scripts done
channel.
yet.
basically amount of power.
Or what I might do is maybe do like a
It's to do with the
support
number of
ticket bot
pixels
or
not
something, so you
pixels,
can
whatever the
submit it
fuck they are.
privately.
Triangles, that's what it
Potentially,
is.
people might want to do that. I think at least some
Numbers,
people
it's
have
the
wanted
same
to do
amount of
that. So
Wait a second. Someone's knocking at the door.
but yeah, that'll be
I do think it
that'll
would
be
be
available
fun
before
to
the end
have-
anyway,
'cause I was gonna
and
put the toy house in anyway.
and then yeah, it's 7 days. We'll
But if
pour
you
over
press
them
the
all
button and then
meticulously
you go into the
and
toy house
pick
and
our
you can
favorite.
look out and see.
Maxie, you've been very
Cool.
quiet
Big
since I
house.
told you
The
that custom
room.
avatars were a
Yeah,
thing.
I've,
Are you
I've only got one
lost
asset in here,
in
and
the
it keeps
depths of
flying around. You probably see it fly past the window in a
whatever
minute.
those
Everything
Yeah.
else
The
is built
spaceship,
on
yeah.
websites
the
are.
spaceship.
Yeah,
Do I need
brilliant.
mouth with
And then
custom
we'll have
avatar?
our
Everything
little-
No,
else
you
is
don't have to
built
Yeah,
have a
it
mouth.
just takes
in
so
here.
long when you make your own
If you don't
assets,
include the
doesn't
shape
it? I
key,
mean, I
then
was on
Yeah.
till
fine.
like 5 o'clock
Well,
this morning. I meant to
then
go
what
to
you do
bed
is
at
you make an even
10:30,
smaller doll
and I
set,
thought, oh, just a
put
little
the
bit
toys
more.
in
And the
like
next
that.
thing I knew, it was 5
Nah.
this morning.
Yeah.
Um,
It's all right.
down
it
and
just
I
takes.
put glasses
But
in
the
everything and
world's
realised.
built. I've just got to do all the
potentially to infinity.
animations and stuff and the
That is
triggers
too much.
and
Yes,
whatnot.
that's
And I'm
The dollhouse
hoping it's
in
going
the
to be awesome when
dollhouse
it's done. But
Well,
with
it's
the
like
that's
making a
why I was
doll.
asking
There's
when
a
the
doll
Explain.
within a doll
deadline
within a
was.
doll.
It's good to know I've got a bit
It's like,
longer.
where does it end?
Yes.
But
Yeah,
I'm
but
just gonna
yeah,
find time. I did put all loads of
yeah,
glasses
but
in and made
the
myself. I
dollhouse in the
forgot to
dollhouse
stick
is
them on
like
level
you like
20, so you
press
can
the
knock them over, but you
Yeah.
can't
No,
grab them.
no,
I
you
thought,
won't. You won't
You
I
get
have
it.
to
yeah.
If,
do it
if
another
you,
time.
if you can, if you can see it, then you get the
Just see the
concept
color
that that's
of
Oh
everything.
boy.
the
That's
same
the
one
avatar.
again.
You gonna do a little
Yeah.
dance
And
for
then
us
so it
there?
And
gets
then
like a
our
full
toys,
dance.
yes, our toys
Yeah, there we go.
can go in there and play with their toys.
This is my private spot.
Oh, they're all
It would
watching
be
TV
that
Ah,
in there.
I lost it.
It's a VIP.
Yeah,
Want to come
Yeah.
in? No?
I'll do that.
It's,
The
Maybe.
toy house in
I've got a
there.
little screen
So I'll
every
make the
single one of
bedroom
them.
look the
broadcasting his
same
OnlyFans.
I'm not doing bad saying that I've got
Yeah.
60 frames with all these people
without
in.
like the piano.
I
and
don't know
Mhm.
what it's like on
Little
Quest
spin.
2. I don't even go in there.
nothing of
It
that.
runs
I'm on
Yeah.
Quest
totally
right now.
90 when you got 3 or 4 people in, but as soon as we get,
Hasn't been
I don't
to
know
the
if people's
I
bar
even in
keep
here, there's
forgetting I've
loads.
grown a
But
lot of her.
Yeah.
People remind me every time someone.
Yeah.
someone
Hey, I
says
love
that,
we're
I
just so
first thought
performance
I was like, what are they
focused.
talking about?
Do you know what I mean? It's
And
great how many people are actually even looking
Yeah,
at
yep.
this kind of stuff, right?
I can just see it on my
Instantly
screen
lets us
all
know.
the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
well,
Yeah.
That's great.
But
I've
Lee,
got-
let's
thing
face
isn't
it,
this
Shane,
just
it's
little
drummed
on?
into
Change
us
the
often
avatar
enough.
that much.
Yes,
And then
yeah,
you
it
Let's
is.
be
It's
It's
good.
good.
serious.
It's really good,
What's
you
the
know.
other thing? You can never remember.
You know, people
It's-
would have accepted really bad things in the past in
Hello.
other places, and the fact that we're even thinking
Yeah.
about it is
Yeah.
instant, upper hand over those situations. So
Oh God.
Yeah.
great.
I've gone.
The
Yeah.
number of
Mhm.
players in really knocks the frames down, though. I don't think
Oh,
it's melted
yeah.
it. I'm still getting mid 50s. When I mean, we spread out
Yeah.
a bit, it goes up, but everybody in one spot
Mm.
just like just drops.
Did you
Yeah.
play it sitting down?
This is your
You need
stress
better
test.
LODs with the avatar system. That's
Yeah,
something that
I've always
we have on the roadmap
There's
after the
not
menu
enough
overhaul.
goes on in Banter
Because I
to
think
really
we can
get
we
stand
can
up.
crank a bit more performance out of the avatars. The avatars are a big one, especially with a lot of them.
Most of them.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's when it really
Yeah.
becomes,
Option.
30 people in the
Still
room,
do it sitting down.
halves your performance in some
Yeah.
cases. A lot of
It's
the
just this
time.
Yeah.
arm
Noticed
here,
that
man.
on-
This arm right
I
here. Your arm probably just does half of it easily.
I tried that bowling game.
I
now,
tried to change back, but it's asking me to sign in. I can't remember my password right now, so I'll have to
No,
find my
it was
book.
okay.
All right.
So I'm,
Just the
I'm
beginner's
stuck
luck,
like
but
this.
nearly every fucking shot.
It's
Stuck
Chappie's
forever.
eyeballs. Chappie's eyeballs.
I missed only
This is
one
actually a
pin.
live stream video. It doesn't look like it, but these eyeballs
Wow.
are
Like, either sometimes you get better at the games.
I don't know how long I can keep that
Damn.
going.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly,
You play
4K
it
per
with
eye,
yourself, like they
live
played the main
streamed,
course in mini
Yeah.
just
Dracula,
made to
Okay.
look
got, like,
retro, but
minus 13. And then the
Yeah.
second
No,
time I played
the
it with
Avatar's
people who had
brilliant.
never played it, I came fucking third.
I'd love to try and build
I was
something
like
to
-3
that kind of
maybe,
level.
third.
Probably,
Fuck, I
definitely
should've done
can't,
better
but
'cause I knew then.
I'd love
That's
to have a
probably
go
just
at
Shane.
that.
Yeah, you
Once he
This
leaves,
is
the
just
frames will
honestly-
just level out.
Now we've got Christmas
Two
Eve dinner
random
in
models on a
VR.
sketch
Just
file.
a heads
Just
up.
rip the head off one, slap it onto the other. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
Less is
Nice.
more. You see.
That's
I like-
how it goes with
Work
custom
smarter,
avatars.
not harder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't even try. You
I'd
just
like to
add
try and make my own because in here there is only one
at the force
actual
station.
asset and it's
Yeah.
flying
Have you
around
made a
outside
space
somewhere.
for
It'll
that?
pass the windows ever
You're
so
saying,
often.
yeah.
Oh, the ship.
No, I
Mhm.
have
The
not.
ship.
Yeah.
There it is for me.
Yes.
Could be fucking
Mhm.
dollars.
Yeah, it's there
Or
for me as well.
fucking asset packs
Mhm.
too.
Everything else
Yeah,
is
I know,
built
you
in
bought
Pro
them.
Builder. Everything.
Nice.
I went through the video
Wow.
to tell the Pepper it didn't work. and
Developer
then
meetup. There's still a few
somebody said they
people
were
in there.
making
Maybe
a
they're
new
new
one.
people. I'll
Got
just
all the
bring them in here. Backing them
all
up.
Right,
the
yeah.
Sure.
fucking time googling all over the place. But no new one has arisen.
Well,
I have a joint.
if you
Ooh,
want to make
you
it an
do.
inside room anyway, you don't
That
even
means
need that.
it's on every single one of them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Uh,
I have
Yeah,
to
I know.
picture all
Many
that.
to do.
Sort
You
that
have a
out.
what?
yeah.
I've got a joint just here.
I've got loads
You have
to
a
do.
joint.
Wait, what?
Where?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
It's on
right.
the middle
It's
of the
on every
chair.
single one of them.
There's a rip seam. I've got to fix them
Oh,
all.
I don't
my
particularly
bad. I
enjoy the
misheard.
building experience
My
either.
bad.
I
Yeah.
could build indie
Oh, oh,
Dude,
that
that's what
kind
I
of
heard.
joint.
That's
I
what
like
I heard.
the
Sitting on a computer
Man, just look.
myself, I just don't
Ooh.
get any pleasure in that.
Yeah, I've just noticed that little
God, the guest avatar looks great in here.
little
I liked it for a
glitch when
couple
you
of
load.
days, and then I got a bit bored.
I like
Load
Rec
in.
Room for a couple of days to build in it. Like some people were obsessed with building in Rec Room. But I like hanging out with people
ATYCHS
just
has
building
joined the
things.
space.
It was more like you were just hanging
Yeah.
out chatting while you were building.
Oh.
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah.
But